Hello. 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 What's going on? Hello.
Hi, Jack.
Okay, we got action. We got action now. Awesome.
How are you, Jack?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
That's great. That's great. So, Michelle, first of all, thank you so much for joining me today, this evening, where you're at. Still afternoon, where I'm at for Kaylee Radio, Cape Breton's internet radio station. And you have a new single, though, you'd like to talk about?
I do. Well, Jack, thank you very much. It's lovely to be on with you there this evening. Of course, it's 7 p.m. here with us in Ireland at the moment. So, yes, I have a new single out at the moment, one called I Don't Want to Talk It Over Anymore. And that, of course, is, I'm sure a lot of your listeners might be familiar with it. It is actually a Connie Smith number. I think it was 1972 when Connie recorded that. So that's my latest single. It's the second one that I have off my new album, which I hope to have out by the end of the year, everything going well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. So how long have you been singing?
I'm very new to the music industry, even here at home, Jack. I'm on the road just coming on 3 years now. And I suppose with the COVID, I'm sure you're well aware that everything has stopped for a year. So we're really hoping that in the next couple of months, we'll get back to going back out on the road, doing our gigs and our concerts, and hopefully even to get into the recording studio again, because at the moment, everything is at a standstill with all the restrictions and that. So I'm very new, and I suppose I was unfortunate that I was just beginning really to go up the ladder of the business when COVID struck, and everything came to a standstill for me.
Oh, very understandable. And things are not exactly up and running here either in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. It's a lot better in some places. Halifax, you still have to be careful. The States, too. I mean, it's a changed world, Michelle.
It sure is. And it is really, I suppose everybody thinks of their own patch, everybody feels that they are kind of affected by this, but really it's a worldwide. There's actually no one has not been affected by the COVID, and every industry in some form has been affected. But it's definitely a changed world. And at times you wonder, what's the new world going to be like?
Oh, very true, Michelle. Very true. Very true. So, do you have any other? Al, I know you said you're very new to the music scene. One of my questions I'd like to ask you is,
Yeah.
are you? Do you have any other albums out that might be on Spotify or all the other great platforms we can think about?
I do. I released my debut album in November 2019, and I have that out there, Jack. I actually must send a copy to you. But that was my first album, and I suppose I came into the music industry quite late. I had worked with the health board here for over 20 years. And I was just when I fell into kind of health issues myself, I couldn't stay at my job. So I was let go, and I always sang. I come from a musical background and loved music. And it was when my father passed away, I recorded a song. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Charlie Lansborough would have wrote it. It's one called Part of Me Will Always Be in Love with You. And that was actually a song that I sang anytime I was out or whatever for my father. So when he passed away, I recorded that song just really for my own family as kind of I suppose, a token and a keepsake and whatever. But it took off and it reached number one. And that is how I actually got into the business. Then I said, look, at one door closes and another will open. I'm going to give this a shot. So I do have an album out. And of course, I called the album Part of Me. And on that album, I suppose there's some new songs, some old Irish songs, and some country songs, and an American country song or that as well. So it's a very mixed bag of an album, I suppose. It just reflects my love of music in general.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And what can I say? Great music gets in your heart and gets in your soul.
Well, I always find with music, and I think in particular country music, there's a song in every, or there's a story in every song, and there's something in every song that people will relate to somewhere. That's my general feel on music in general, and indeed country music. I think there's always a story attached.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Actually, I didn't think this interview would get done because I don't know. Could you hear me the first time when I invited you in?
No, I couldn't, but I probably will take full responsibility for that because I'm definitely not very technical
That's
minded.
that's no, no, that's perfectly fine, Michelle. Even it just goes to show, even with the best connections, I'm on a fiber optic connection here. So even with the best connections, things from time to time can still go wrong, and it's nobody's fault.
Well, they can, but on the other side, isn't it amazing that I'm sitting here in my kitchen in County Wexford and I'm talking to you in Nova Scotia? So, I mean, isn't that just fantastic?
Oh, it is. It is. Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know,
Oh, absolutely. And, a lot of great singers like yourself, getting the albums out there. Well, it's mostly CDs today. I remember when we had records and 45s, and that was
I
yesterday.
I know, but they're coming back now.
Oh, they are like vinyl.
No,
Oh, absolutely.
yes, yes, they're
My girlfriend has a record player.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's from the, well, I'm not gonna say she's from the old school. I mean, anybody can have a record player, and I think it's pretty cool that they're kind of bringing back the vinyl records and the 45s and records.
Indeed, but we would find actually as well, and this is something that I spoke about to another artist, apart from the vinyl, but we get caught out now with, because all the new cars, a lot of the new cars don't actually have a CD player. It's all it's all the USB.
Oh,
So
really?
it makes it very difficult when you're going to go into a recording studio and spend all this money making a CD, and then they bring out the new cars and they don't have a CD player. They have a
Oh,
USB,
oh,
because a lot of people listen to music when they're driving.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, my mother, when she drives, she has the radio going, or she'll put a CD in the CD player and just listen to it as she drives along. So yeah, it's definitely it's pretty cool. Also, I mean, what our station, Kaylee Radio, Cape Breton Internet Radio Station, although it's internet, it's not always easy to get listeners all the time because, well, it depends on who you're speaking to. If you're speaking to someone from the old school, they're going to be like, do I really have to go on a computer to listen to you? Or do I really have to have a smartphone? Well, I'm afraid you're going to if you want to listen to us.
Well,
See,
it's the way
but
of the world.
exactly. But
It's
here's
the
the
way.
thing: we're trying to get our station also on TV, where people will definitely tune in, because most likely the old school will tune into you on TV, but internet, it's not always easy.
No, and I suppose it depends on where you're living and that as well, where your internet is coming from.
Oh yeah.
I know there's parts over here where they still don't have internet.
Oh no, no, definitely, definitely. In Ireland, there's still no internet in Ireland.
There would be parts, I suppose if you went down to parts of maybe West Cork or West Kerry, there might be still parts where you might not have the internet,
Oh yeah. Oh,
more
definitely.
remote parts.
Oh,
But they're
definitely.
getting there. They're getting there.
Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. Well, you obviously have internet, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this today.
I do. Yes, I do.
So
And it's quite good. It's quite good where I am now.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm on the fastest you can get. I'm on fiber optic. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so that's pretty cool. So, anyways, but I mean, as said before, your new single, which was recorded by Connie, was it Connie Francis or Connie Smith?
No, Connie Smith.
Connie
Connie
Smith.
Smith.
Okay, because I interviewed Connie Francis, so that's why I was wondering. Connie Smith. Okay. Oh yeah, I've heard of Connie Smith. Great singer.
Oh, look at amazing singer, and indeed Connie Francis as well. Another great singer. But of course, where you're coming from, like Cape Breton. I mean, Rita McNeil. I mean, she's another lady that I just admire so much.
Oh,
She was a fantastic singer.
oh yes, she was an excellent singer. I mean, she was known by a
Beautiful.
lot of people.
Oh, it was just, she was just able to sing and it was so effortless. She was just really, really a lovely, lovely singer. So, I suppose that's one of the areas that someday, please God, maybe I'll make it over there because I would love to go over and see, you know.
Oh, definitely. And when this COVID thing's over, I mean, I'm not saying it'll be set in stone, but yeah, I mean, you could definitely try to get entertainment spot over here in down here in Cape Breton, and yeah, maybe you could
That would
play
be
at one of the
lovely.
venues.
Yeah,
That'd be
that'd be
pretty cool.
amazing, actually. Yeah, it really would. Now, it'd be fantastic, you know.
Absolutely, it'd be definitely fantastic, and definitely. And if that happens, yeah, I'll be definitely going to see you perform.
That'd be great, Jack.
Oh yeah, oh definitely, definitely. And it would also be promoted in the paper, as this interview will be promoted in the paper, and you will definitely get a copy of this interview.
Ah, lovely. That's really great. I'm
And
delighted to hear that now.
oh, definitely, definitely. Because I mean, the idea of interviewing great people like yourself is honoring them, and the way you honor them is you promote them, and I mean, because I'm sure there's people out there that just like to have a recording and have it on their have it on their site, and the singer's not getting any recognition or whatnot. We at Kaylee Radio, we don't do that. We want to give the singers their recognition because that's what they deserve.
Well, you know, it's actually so nice of you to give me the opportunity to come on and talk to you tonight. And actually, I have to tell you, you were my first interview, you know, in Canada. It's the first time I've spoken to anybody, you know, because I am still so new and I'm really trying still to get the name out there and, you know, to build up a fan base. So it's lovely for me to talk to you, you know, and for you to actually show interest in me. It's lovely and I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. What can I say? And as new songs come out and you're promoting more things, I would, perhaps we can do another one sometime.
I'd be delighted anytime. I'd be delighted.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, thanks so much. I don't want to take up too much of your time. This interview will be promoted. Your song is going to be promoted, and it's all good. But before I go, I'd like to wish you a happy and safe Easter to you and yours, and all the best to you.
Thank you, Jack. Many happy returns, and to you and all your listeners, I wish them all the very best. And look, continue to stay safe, and hopefully, we'll all see this through. And please God, we will meet up somewhere along
Oh,
the line. It would be great.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.